Alright, hello again, everybody. So this is most likely gonna be the last Schedule 1 stream. Since I've not streamed in like 2 days, I've been mainly pushing out the VODs so they're uploaded, writing the review script for the most part, and just mainly looking up other things about the game from other people. And I think we're kind of at the end of the game's actual lifespan at this point. So there's only like a few things left. Like we hit max on this, unlock a new area, and then it's one more bunch of levels before we unlock cocaine, the last drug. But the thing is there's nothing else after that point. It's more like a sort of empty stretch. So once you've unlocked cocaine, you're not working towards anything anymore other than unlocking other dealers in the last two areas, I believe. And if I was to like push and do that, it probably means that when content updates do arrive, I'm gonna be over leveled. And it's just gonna kinda take away elements of the game for me, is what I would think. Is that still drying? That is still drying. Since if I was to come back on the next patch, and let's say I just keep playing, right? I unlocked cocaine, I bought all the businesses, I bought all the houses, finished, in essence, the game, bought all the weapons. If they added, say, like, minor combat into the game, in the next patch, say, for example, and I already have, like, the best guns in the game, it's just gonna feel very disappointing. Same goes if they add ingredients, I'm just gonna have them. It's just gonna be one stream's worth of... Oh, time to do all the testing on the highest value stuff. Did it make any difference? No. Okay. Or yes. And then stream ends. Because I'll already have all the money I need to just immediately buy anything. There won't be anything to work towards. If I'm selling cocaine for, like, I've seen people make 300 plus per bit, maybe more. So it kind of turns into a... I'm just going to be able to buy anything as soon as that appears, so I don't really see much of a point. So yeah, this is most likely going to be the last one. I don't know if I'm going to set a goal for this stream in particular, like maybe to afford the barn. But I might end up doing a lot of like testing things. Like I've not bought a car, for example, yet, or the golden skateboard. I don't think there's much any other like side things. 7U. Yeah, just take the whole of that. So we'll see how this one goes. In fact, we're pretty much already at the barn's price already. Once all this product sells, we'll actually have enough. Oh man, he's already stocked. Okay, I guess these are going to somebody. I'm going to somebody else. So in theory, I could literally just AFK, sleep, and then have the barn in like maybe a day, 2 days. But I don't really want to do that. That's very unengaging. Oh god, I need to remember what the hell my processes even were at this point. So those are drying. These are going to take like an extra day to dry. And then we can see what the more advanced stuff is like. I'll buy the golden skateboard. I want to see how fast it is. That, and there's also an achievement tied to it. It's not that expensive as well. So let's see, how big of a speed increase are we talking about? This thing seems sizably faster until we hit this part of the road. Yeah, this is like a sizable speed difference. Even get like G-force hits when you come off of it, if you come off of it too fast. And now I've got like a bunch of junk in my inventory that I need to place somewhere. They've all stopped working, and is it because they've not had any salary? No, they have wages. Why are they not working? You don't have any wages though. It's probably because he's not mixing anything, although they're out of bananas and Viagra anyway. That's something I wanted to test though. Who has the spare slots? You have the one spare slot. I wanted to see how it would handle a delivery. So if I whatever gas smart west, I don't think it really matters. And bought, can I'll do it this way. 100 Viagra, 100 bananas. And send it to the bungalow at loading dock 1. In fact, can I make that 200? I don't know how much fits in the delivery van. Order's too large for delivery vehicle. Okay, never mind. 100 each? What's the most I can do? 120? Is it? It's probably like 1,000. I'm willing to wager. You can't go above 1,000. No, you can go above 1,000. 140. 160. 180? Yeah, it's too much. Because there's no reason not to buy the max amount you can. I want to see how they store the items. So how long will this take to arrive? Because I'm gonna... Which one was my empty one? That's all the Jaffarons that needed to go onto here, actually. Which means they're already through it. That's actually quite impressive. They're also out of low-grade pseudo. Although, was I gonna do the normal pseudo? Did I make normal pseudo? It's actually, like, impossible to tell. There's normal meth, but where's the other one that used the other pseudo? Or was it just a quality increase? Or did I even make any? No. I had thingied it, but I hadn't cooked it. Because that was my responsibility. I wanted to see if there was a difference. Is it arrived yet? No, it's not arrived yet. I'm willing to wager that it's going to take like a full day to arrive. But when it does, I want to see if that packaging guy actively moves everything at once. Or if I can tell him what to do. Because This is the one thing that kinda makes me question the automation in the game. Is if I'm meant to be able to just order things and then just forget about them. Oh, there's a free baseball bat here. If I'm meant to be able to order to the businesses and then just forget about them existing, they need to be able to be smart enough to take specific things to specific places. Even Minecraft has their hopper system to do that. I'm pretty sure I only paid like 25 for that and he just gave me 50. Yeah, in fact, this is like a sizable speed difference. Makes me wonder how fast the car is. I've heard that there's a very interesting thing you can do with the gold bars as well. That you can sell them at the pawn shop for more than you paid for, because they do like a rated pricing system or something like that, where it could be anywhere from a ranged price system, sorry, so it could be anywhere from one thing to another. I'm pretty sure this is the car that we want. The gross ass van. Because this has like, to my understanding, massive amounts of storage. Did they just close? No, they did just close. Oh well. Should probably launder some money as well. Check to see what they've managed to sell so far. I didn't order that dead drop, did I? I'm an idiot. You didn't sell anything, actually. You have customers, right? You have customers. Somebody wants to buy anything from him. She's waiting on a deal, so does that mean Benji's probably on her way over, on his way? Benji, you got a customer there probably waiting on you. 1,000. Oh, it might be one of your customers, actually. Yeah, if you're on your way, it's probably one of your customers. Another 1,000. Has that truck arrived? That's the one thing I'm curious about. Yes, the truck is here. Need to move these jars. Is there space in here yet? There is. Yeah, but they don't have anything to mix it with. So this is the trunk. I want to move these here like this, because I want to see if it moves it over in batches or not. And Walter, your job is the loading bay. And you're gonna take the loading bay to this empty shelf. I want to see how you do it. There was no brain usage. So first one was the bananas. And next one will be the Viagra. So I can't tell him specifically to take X ingredient to X shelf. So in other words, it's impossible to automate the delivery side of things. You will always have to manually sort your deliveries. which I think is kind of sad. I might as well just like take it out and do it myself. At the very least though, it pulls like full inventory loads, which is really kinda nice. So, I don't need that anymore. It's worthless to me. I can't automate that. So I'd always have to make the shipments like this to any business that I operate would have to go that way. So my product is done. Is it just the same math? It doesn't really specify. I think it's just the same math. I don't know if it changes the ingredient at all, or maybe it's the quality, maybe? Is there any on the shelf? No. He's packaging it, though. So I don't see why you'd use the higher grade pseudo. It just seems like it's gonna end up making you the same product. The drying rack should be done though. Is that police car still there? Yeah, it looks like it is. Oh, dead drop. Nice. Can I, like, sneak over this way without... Yo, he's, like, stuck on the road now. How am I meant to get past him? I'll just get the dead drop tomorrow. I'll deal with the... I'll deal with the weed stuff in the morning. Actually, no, I should just do it now, because the moment I go to sleep, it'll pass quite a decent amount of time. So is this now higher quality? No, we're going to the legendary tier, so yeah, this is gonna take a while. I want to see if this makes a difference to the price of it as well. Unless it just makes it more appealing to the people in the higher end districts, since what their like specifics is like quality needs to be high or something like that. Yeah, despite earning like a lot of money, it doesn't feel like you're leveling up as fast. But now we can buy the van and see how that plays out. I don't think fuel comes into account at all, or if you can customize the car, but I suppose we'll see that with the mechanic. So how do I buy it? Just walk in and ask him for it. I want the Vesper van. is there? So this thing should have as much storage space as the one that does deliveries for the gas smarts, which means I can just do the exact same thing. So what can he do with it? What can you do with cars? He can paint it for 100. Is that all you can do with it? I guess that's all you can do with it. Can't go wrong with the UK standard of a white transit van. All I gotta do now is spray paint on the side of it some quality text and it's good to go. Oh man. Oh right, there's an actual dedicated handbrake. There's Benji hard at work. I don't think it's faster than the skateboard, which is ironic in a sense. But the fact that it can just move so much stuff is probably like its best selling point. So is this now like giga high quality? No, still 2 hours. That didn't sound too good for the car. I wonder if that means if I was to park the car in the loading bay, if that in theory counts as a delivery and has them automate from it. I highly, highly doubt it. Do I want to test that? No, fine, I'll test it. Loading bay 1. Back to that shelf. I'll put the pseudo in it. Oh, it does! You know what, I'll give them credit, that's quite good. I will give them credit. I didn't think they would have that programmed. Yeah, so it's just a quality increase. So Thick Haze came out as poor quality methamphetamine, but that will come out as standard quality methamphetamine. And then the other one will be the high quality methamphetamine. Production has very much slowed down though, hasn't it? But I suppose none of the plants have been doing anything while it's been fiddling about with its quality increases. And I'm not paying them just yet. They don't have enough product to be worth paying. I do, however, need to now pay off her debt. Where was her thing again? Is it not behind here? No, it was behind the docks. So I'll just leave the van here for when I need to do, like, deliveries or something, I suppose. Does that do that? It's its only use case for me. It's just if I want to, like, snatch an assload of resources and then just drop it off somewhere without issue. I wonder how long it'll take before she's willing to do meets. Actually, I think I can tell. Yeah, she's like 2 buys away, I'm pretty sure. We've not unlocked the docks yet, no, because that's Enforcer level. And even once we hit Enforcer, then we have to actually do all of the customer juggling just to actually get to the coke dealer. So we'll be like another 3 levels deep just by doing that. Maybe the end game is gambling in the casino. Oh, it's not open yet. Okay, guess we're not going to the casino. There's a bunch of other shops that I want to see. There's a clothing shop somewhere, but I can't remember where it is. I think it was down this... I think it was down beside the laundromat, I think. Barber shop, Thrifty Threads, yeah, this is the clothing store. So can I buy, like, new clothes from you? Those are the defaults. Overalls. Is there a preview section? Saucepan. At least they've got, like, clothing variety. I thought there wouldn't be any more clothing at all, really. Wait, did I not get to... Oh, I mustn't have picked the colors. A pair of dress shoes. Sure, the Legends sunglasses, why not? Order won't fit in the inventory, that's crazy. How do I wear it, though? I'd hit that screen before and I can't remember where it is. Is there a controls for it? V. No. I know it's there somewhere. I actually just can't for the life of me remember where it is. Is there something in here like a... Is someone smoking in the change room? I suppose they are. I could interact with them for a second there through the wall. Was it in one of the buildings that had something? I swear there was a way to do it. I'm gonna have to look this up. This is annoying. See? No. I don't want to just press every keybind and hope that is. Hmm. Oh, the casino's open now. But I'm determined now. I need to find out this. Change clothes. Alright. Right, yeah, it's this little hiding place. It's a very low-hanging shirt. I've heard you could like cheese the casino really hard as well. Because you could just save scum it, but I suppose you could save scum everything. And I think it's the right, yeah, it's Ride the Bus is the one that you wanted to do, I think. I don't even know what Ride the Bus is. Black. Lower. It's an ace. The heck is inside or out mean? Outside? What does that even mean? Probably lower. Oh, okay, never mind. Is this like... I'm gonna assume it's the house of the card. So will it be like another heart, for example? Okay, alright, that's enough of that. I've lost like £3,000. Alright, now we want to check the plants. Jesus, this thing's fast. They're flying across the place. So, this is now gold star quality. Don't even know what this means. It's a very slow process though. A very, very slow process. So did she have those assigned to her? Yeah, you did have the giant racks assigned to you. And their destination was the shelf. So maybe I can just pay her and get her going back to... No, because she has no product. She has no soil. And she has no seats. And she has an absolute egregious amount of mess. Shops are all closed, aren't they? Yes, they are all closed. Alright, which means she gets sorted in the morning. But yeah, if I hit the cocaine one, I will try to hit cocaine. But I think for the most part, I think the goal is mainly just going to be if I can get the barn. And then that'll most likely be the end of it. I don't know if I'll actually deck out the barn. More so just see the size of it. Because there's probably like... Where did he say he was going? Like the west of the construction site. But he's not, Oh no, there he is. It's 10 of these I think I needed, but I think it's better just to buy. Oh my god, I can't fit in my inventory because of the fucking shoes and crap. It's fine, I can just discard them. Drop that off, then I'll go buy the soil, pay her wages, and then end up with an absolutely overflowing amount of product. At least that'll give me a use case for the van. And 4 bags of soil.
Mm.
40 bags, sorry. Good news, you're getting paid again. But why aren't you working? Oh, right, I mustn't have assigned the seeds to them, right? Green crack. What did I buy her? Yeah, I bought her green crack. So why isn't she working? Ah, right. Because I changed it. I was going to use this as my storage. Whoops, I may have bought too much. This is gonna like tank with the game's performance if I leave all this stuff here. I've got a gut feeling about it. I don't think I can even get that bag. It's lost to the... Oh, no, I can, just from a really weird angle. I have heard that there is a really good trick, though, involving one trash bag. That if you can grab everything and pile it, you can, like, right-click bag and put all of it in a trash bag, and then recycle all of it for like a wild mass cleanup and mass recycle. Might need 2 bags, but anything is better than this mess. Or make that 3 bags. That's a fucking ass load of junk. Get out of the way. I need to pick up this bag. Come on, come on, come on. Get. There we go. So now I should be able to... You know, I don't know how many trips that would have taken. And apparently I can just toss this into the burner and get... Oh, I didn't even take my money from the last time. So let's see how much I get from, like, the trash bag. Yeah, $88 from doing that. I don't even think there was enough left to justify a second bag. It's only 1 bag that I was needing. I could just pick up the rest by hand. Okay, never mind. 2 trips, but still, it's still sizably better than what it was before. So it's good to know that you can do that. Again, any way that makes the game, figuring out the game's ins and outs is still really good to know. I didn't take the cook stuff with me. I'm a bit stupid, I wanna. Holy. You need a full wage because you're gonna moan if you don't get a full wage. There's still enough there to cook with and make. Both of which are full. It's mainly the chemist. The chemist is the one that's like taking ages to do things. Molly is out dealing. Imagine all of them are. They're both, yeah, they're all in the same place. Jesus. And speedball it there, I can, I can catch all 3 of them in the same spot. There's Brad.
Yeah.
900s. Molly's just around the corner. Oh, she like teleported. How'd she get back there so quick? Benji's down here. Benjamin, how much money have you got? 3,000? Jesus. And I could not be dumb and actually take some of this stuff with me this time. Where am I putting this again? I think I was putting it here. I don't know how quality impacts price. And I have a gut feeling it doesn't impact the price. Which is actually thingy that. Nice and clean. Since it doesn't give it its own product, right? Because quality isn't listed in any of this. So this doesn't impact the price or whatever type it is that you're making. It'll probably only impact to who buys it, which will be to do with like each sub area. Like they only want low quality crap. Downtown wants moderate, the docks want moderate, but suburbia and uptown want high quality. So you could probably argue there's no real reason to sell to them. Because you're still going to make money producing your stuff anyway. So begs the question, like, why would you? Why would you buy the higher quality stuff? Unless you had specifically, like, this produces my like, bum stuff of low quality. But, say the barn or the docks makes my specifically high quality goods. And then they each go to their specific dealer. So I think that's the optimal way to do it is You've got a dealer in every single area, so you should be trying to stock them. You should be giving them the customers in their area and stocking them with the quality that they kind of need to peddle. I think that would be my guess. And to my understanding, none of the areas need that mythical yellow quality from the drying rack. So maybe setting it to make max quality isn't actually very worthwhile. Maybe. Again, though, that's like a problem for the future. Since I don't want to outpace the game's development, and then I'm like so far ahead of the game that it becomes unenjoyable just to go back to. Wish they would like stack things properly as well. So how much was sold today? I don't think even much was sold. Yeah, 4,000 was earned by the dealers, but we only got 150 XP. Because that's like that's the last thing, is that I've looked up the like the ranks. Like there is nothing. Hustler 4 all the way up to Bagman, all the way up into the next tier, which is Bagman. There is nothing until you hit Bagman 5, and all that is just a high quality meth and the brick press. And all the brick press does is you just it's just a bigger way to package the product. So I think this one doesn't even require packaging. I think that's one of its main trading points, is that yeah, you don't have to package it. You give the bricks to the dealers and then they just handle the process entirely on their own. So you don't have to worry about jars, and that takes a stage of automation out of play because you just do everything by the brick. At least I think that's how it works. But yeah, that's it. And then after Bagman 5, Enforcer 1 gives you cocaine and the cauldron to make it. And then that's the game over, essentially. Like, it'd be fun to, like, chase the optimization. But, again, I don't want to, like, outpace the game. Because I feel like it would just make it very painful to come back to in a future event. It's like reading, like, or watching an anime or watching a show, reading a manga as it comes out, and then you're like struggling through. Nah, it's a bad analogy. I suppose it would be like watching an anime but then reading the manga after watching it, but the books are ahead. So you've like read it, and now you already know what's gonna happen. Like, you're already ahead of the curve, essentially, before it even happens. And it's hard to really enjoy the critical moments when you already know what's gonna happen. I suppose it's also a very bad analogy, but I can't think of anything else. Because, I mean, I don't really see what I'm doing right now would be the most entertaining to watch. I'm mainly waiting on them selling. She's got 3,000 on her. She's been doing pretty damn well. Because, as it stands, other than if I was to go and sell individually, I don't think there's anything more I could feasibly do. Like, I juggle the shelves by bringing things in for production. And then, I wait. So I could like fit quite a lot in there. So 140, 140. Why is the order too large? I could fit 160 in each time. And 60 more. I'll admit though, this is really nice. Just being able to load up the van, haul it back over, park it in the bay, and then that guy will literally just start hauling it for me. Is a really nice touch. Speaking of which, where is he? He's doing packaging, so whatever. I'll move the Viagra. He can move the other stuff. Which I think there's excess. No, there's never going to be excess. There can't be excess. All up on the potassium. Yeah, I suppose it kind of works if you've got like a melting pot area, I suppose. So maybe in some of the larger buildings you just say you place two large shelves, and have them move from shelf A to shelf B, but then they'll take deliveries and load up shelf A. And that way the two ingredients will always get mixed. Will always get placed on each respective shelf. Maybe that is the way. But no, that also doesn't work. Because then you'd have to have a way to tell your other handlers not to take from X shelf until it's fully stocked. But I suppose if you yourself have an empty inventory, once they've naturally been done, you can just walk up to it, take a full shelf load, because, well, it can only hold up to 8, and you've got 8 inventory spots anyway, and then dump it on its correct shelf, and you just do that tiny bit of, like, middle ground management. But at least that way you can forever order to your places and have it kinda work. I suppose if you have more loading bays, you could technically do that more. And then just order a buttload of product to each loading bay. And then just go and do the middle ground bit, but by the time it arrives, you might as well just do it yourself. Wait, why is she stopping at purple variety? You know, that's fine, you can you stuck? You look like you're stuck. I think she's stuck. No. Weird, why does she take 2 out at purple, but not the other one? And why are they classified as brick presses? Not whatever. I'm not gonna fight it. I will, however, put this there and streamline her job a bit so she's got storage space. 'Cause she's got none. It's gonna overflow real quick. I don't even want to skateboard here because that gravel path just absolutely nukes your momentum. So is any of the... Yeah, heavenly marijuana. No idea if that nets a price difference or not. For once they're actually here. It's honestly the most surprising thing. That they're not actually just away. Now the place is stocked up with spares. Got an overwhelming amount of jarred product. I actually don't even know how much this is worth. Probably a lot. Benji has nothing, but he's still got so much fucking product on him that doesn't even matter. Same goes for Brad. But Molly is selling out. She's like selling shop. Is she out at the moment or is she in her... Oh no, she's nearby. Damn, you could fit 2 more things. You could literally take the whole shelving unit. Clear out the entire house. Jesus. Oh, she's still there, right? Thought she teleported again for a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Is that just messed up her... No, it's not. I thought that just messed up her inventory there for a second. Since whenever they drop below their amount, I believe they're meant to, package it on their own. So if they had jars, they would then package it down into bags if they sold a lesser unit than a jar. Because that's the whole gimmick of the bricks, is that you can't sell a brick to a customer. But if you give it to the dealer, they will handle, like, further processing it down. So when do I get you? I get you at Bagman. Oh god, that's so far away. Maybe I let a few more days pass, see how much the product sells for, and then I'll probably call it for schedule 1 for now. Until I've, until it sees a bit more added, so I don't end up, like, drowning it out of its own potential. Because we're making lots of money. It's mainly just a waiting game at this point, unless I want to proactively sell. Since there's, in my opinion, not much for me to do individually. The pseudo changes to methamphetamine are irrelevant. It's not like the strains, because obviously your weed strains can be wildly different based on your starting weed. But pseudo is just a quality increase. So there's no further testing needed. Like once you find a recipe that you're like happy with, you're kind of done. And yeah, I don't want to like rush the cocaine, make a big cocaine empire, make tons and tons of money. Since there's like achievements for being like a 10-time millionaire. But the moment you do that, any bit of content that comes out, say like, oh, there's a really expensive set of guns that you use for combat, or they've added like your dealers can be mugged, so now you need to figure out how to pay for security for your dealers, or you have to be their own security, which kind of is weird, but or you hand deal, and then if you get mugged, you have to fight off the muggers. And it gives incentive to do things differently. But if you suddenly have all of the money from the moment that those things add... In fact, actually no, I think the best way to describe it is probably like, if anybody's played GTA... Yeah, see, no unlocks whatsoever for this rank. When like a new expansion would drop, for example, if you already had the money, you can just buy everything. And then it defeats the point of actually doing the content itself. Because you already have the best things from the expansion. Like when they added buyable aircraft. You would start off with like the small crappy crop duster for doing your missions. And then they kind of wanted you to like, you know, use that, buy the better planes, and then eventually you get the combat planes and so on. All of the GTA 5 online kind of expansions followed that route. And I would watch sometimes, because some people played the game religiously and had billions just from playing the game like every day. Like, usually be a streamer or a content creator. Maybe they just bought shark cards since they know they would get their money back on, you know, the views for the content that they'd make. But they just buy and test everything within 2 hours. And it's like, okay, cool, you've got everything, but now what? There's no real reason to do the missions now, because you've done everything other than if you just wanted to, like, hard grind the content. There's no goal. And then as soon as you actually get given a new expansion, you just buy it all again anyway. Rather than playing it and enjoying the content and then using it to buy the new stuff. I'll take that off of your hands for you. And I'll put this back in here for you. Jesus. Yeah, she's gonna like fill up that shelf. She will bottleneck at some point. I don't know how I'm gonna fix that, but she's gonna bottleneck really hard. Since the drying process seems to take considerably longer than the growing process. Especially since you can speed it up. That's like not even without the, like the halogenic lights that speed it up. There's still Jaffa runs. Oh yeah, of course, because it gets reprocessed back. Premium grade Afghan cheese. So in idyllic sense, Sim will no longer be selling standardized quality. We'll just be making premium quality. Suppose I'd have to take away one of her pots and then replace it with a 4th drying rack. That cuts down her production and increases how much it can do. Hopefully to an even extent of drying, but that's not going to be the case. I know damn well it's not going to be the case. $400, $700, $400. He's not selling anything to anyone. He's like hardly moving anything. Maybe he should have been the one to get the higher quality product, because I'm on a wager he's dealing with the customers in the area that want higher quality product. So I might go give him those jars of exceptional quality. And see if he can flaunt it a bit easier. Where is he anyway? He is in his little tent. Yeah, just keep those on you. I'll flaunt these junk crap on the street. Just to get out of the way. Can I just give you all of it? And just like that, the deal is done. Oh my god, he finally appears, the mythical fusion summon. You were not summoned for any fortnight tonight. Your friends abandoned you. Sleep aid for 2 hours. This isn't gonna last another 2 hours, probably. It's probably got another, like, 20 minutes at most. Oh. Damn. Yeah, mainly just testing things now. Oh, they completely burned out of this. Way faster than I thought they would have. Nah, not really. We're more like apprentices at this point. Yeah, do you like it? What about this though? Would you buy this? Would you mix that with any of your product? Your Bang energy drink mixed with this and some Cook. Maybe even drop a battery in it. On the plus side though, I'm learning how some of the mechanics work, which is considerably nice. I never would have imagined that they don't have the AI to do like specific delivery pickup. But they do have enough to make it so that the AI will take things out of your van for you. Which is actually like really surprising to me. Since that's where you order your deliveries to. It's like they'll arrive in that loading bay. Like in a van of its own, obviously. But I would have thought that was just like a novelty. But if I was to have 2 ingredients in here, or 3, he would just take all of it and move it to one specific location. But if you're needing to have anything like smart, it's it's almost impossible. Because if I want to mix something specifically, I have to tell them, take from this shelf and put it in here. But if there's multiple ingredients on the shelf, they'll just take all of it. And then it'll mess up the processes. So they just bring all of it to one spot, and you still have to sort it anyway because they don't have the AI to do it. It's literally just shelf A to shelf B. But it's a nice little novelty that they can empty your van for you. So as long as you can do the middle ground tasks, they can still at least do something. But it's not exactly, like, ideal. But it is what it is, I guess. I'm mainly just trying to decide at the moment if it's worth setting a... Oh, there's a police blockade there. You know what? I'm just gonna park the van back. I'll just use the skateboard. I'm mainly trying to see if it's worth setting a goal, like just to end the streams on. Because there's still like multiple things to buy, I just don't want to out-progress the game. Since, if I end up like doing everything, having tons of money, whenever content does drop for the game, I'll just buy it and that'll be the end of it. It's not like I'll be working towards it. And I feel like that'll really nail the game for me. If I'm not doing any, like, I don't feel like I'm improving or growing or anything like that. I've gone the wrong way. Didn't actually know there's a graveyard. I wonder if there's going to be a point in time where you'll get a shovel and you will dig it up. Is there anything up here? Yeah, this is the golden skateboard. See, this seems like... This seems important, but it has no use at the moment. Yo, it's even got a pool. I could easily see this as like your high-end house. Yeah, I know, but it's just like... It's nice that they have it, it just doesn't have a use case at the moment. Because there's the other mansion here, but I'm pretty sure this is the cocaine dealer's mansion. But yeah, this one has 2 loading bays, so you can at least have 2 loads of like dealer stuff going. But since it's a big empty floor plan, you can just like dump a crap load of stuff in here and then just call it a day. I don't... What even is that? What is Voices of the Void? Space Analysis Satellite Park. I don't even like understand what that could possibly mean. Right, yeah, I know what that is by concept, but what is the game side of it? Is it like a multiplayer thing, or is it just like a single player game where it's like narrative choices, yada yada yada? Let me guess, he's stopped working because he's not being paid. Yeah, I think I have an understanding of what it'll be, because there's a lot of like story-based games where they're like atmospheric horror or something like that. So I wager you probably get like weird signals and you're making choices, right? It's not story-based, what? And then the big massive twist at the end is that these are signals we have received in real life, and then you're like, oh my god. I mean, I'll look at it. I'm not sure how I feel about it, but I will look at it just for you. I had an idea in my head. Yeah, I was just gonna deposit the ATM. That's what I was gonna do. But why are you so invested in it? Why is this suddenly like gripped you? You're enthralled, and you're like, I want to be here for the whole thing. I want to witness the whole show. Because it's funny. I'll consider it. I'll consider it. And the list is long. There's many things that I want to play. I've heard there's rumors that there's gonna be a Shadow Drop Oblivion remaster maybe next week, and I have to do that. I never actually done much of the original Oblivion because it was small-brained. But maybe I'll do like if I manage to build a streaming routine, I maybe might do like 1 day a week where I do like a random game. That's maybe like a one-off. So I might do that one, who knows, and you can star as a guest character. A cameo appearance. I'm just trying to think if there's actually anything else that I could physically do in this game right now that isn't like try to further optimize them, scratch my head over and over again trying to make a better recipe, even though that the automation makes it nearly impossible to make any complicated recipes or sell by hand, which works, but it's just very annoying. Since everything's packaged in jars, I'd have to repackage everything into bags. Because it's just kind of like biding my time at this point. Why is there nothing in there? They've got no product. Like, at all. Okay, right, this is a problem. Where's the... Don't even have any weed. No leaf. What have you got? Two... Nearly there. Also nearly there. Did you... No. I still had an hour left. How did you do that? To be honest, I feel like the best way to optimize things is probably just to give them a day's wages, let them burn through, and then just give 2 days worth of wages to your growers. And then just laugh as they just produce such a mind-numbing amount of stuff. Either that or I try and fit like a growing station in here, because there's a lot of wasted space in here, I'm pretty sure. There is with these, because I'm not even like... I should be technically manning these. Lock your lackeys up in the big building. I don't have the big building yet, that's the thing. The big building costs 25,000. I wish, they get paid way too good. Look at them, they spend half their day doing nothing. And then they get paid 200 a day. Ego lacking. But yeah, like that big building, the one that I showed, the barn, is 25,000. And unless I want to sell by hand, and essentially put this as like a 4 times process, I'm just waiting on them to sell enough between the 3 of them, or 4 if you include me, if I was to solo sell as well, to hit 25,000. I'd also need to wait the mandatory amount of time needed to launder the money to get into the banks, or wait like 7-day period so I can deposit, because you can only deposit 10k at a time in an ATM. So the game becomes a bit of a waiting period. What was I gonna do again? I was gonna buy product. Give me a dead drop of 10 low grade pseudo. Or is it worth getting the high grade? Yeah, fine. I'll just do the high grade pseudo. Oh, that puts me over limit. That's kind of cringe, actually. Nah, there's no tricks allowed. You actually, no. Wait, no. I can do an ollie. Ollie's not a trick. That's just a jump. It makes me wonder, actually. No, I'll do it on this side. I'll do it on this side. Yo, where'd my momentum go? That was like such a flimsy jump. Nah, come on. Surely, right, you can do an ollie onto the bridge. No, it just eats the momentum. Why does it eat the momentum like that? How did I get the jumps going before? Am I doing it at too sharp of an angle? I might be doing it at too sharp of an angle. Oh, now we're talking. Oh my god, he's Tony Hawk? He's actually Tony Hawk. First time? Nah, we can we can do that better. Surely, come on. Oh no, that was okay, that was way too soon. The barrels get in the way. It has to be after the barrels. No. It's weird. It's weird to get the angle, because you have to like... Oh, wait. Oh. Get out of here. Yeah, only a real egoist could ollie the whole bridge. So true. Oh, no. I need to come down. You need to go down at a sharp angle, and then you need to come up at a wide angle. Okay, no, that was not it. You know what? I'm happy to have succeeded once. That was a sick ollie. Yeah, the jump didn't even come out that time. Catch me getting my sponsorship with Thrasher. Yeah, because the moment you start the jump is the moment you also lose, you lose the ability to speed up. Okay, that's enough of that. I succeeded once, that's all I'm ever gonna get. You got one cool ollie, you witnessed it live, and that was all you're gonna get. I'm actually gonna keep that in an edit as well, by the way, and it's gonna go into the reviews, me doing a sick ollie. God, 720. It's expensive. Can she do the meetups now? Yes, she can do the meetups now. I need 9 of you. I need 9 of you. It's also 720. It's expensive as well. He's clipped it. Unbelievable. There's probably like a lot of like dumb things you can do because the game's like, it's got that old ass. Oh man, they've got no jars. Got 2 jars left between them. It's got that like old game jank where you can just jump onto anything and like climb anything. So if you like know the route, you could just scale the complexes. Fly from rooftop to rooftop. So there's probably like dumb skateboard stuff that you can do from like the various rooftops. Ah, right, I needed to buy jars. Which I might as well. Buy from you. 60 jars. That'll keep all of that stuff happy for now. That's that cooking. They're not short on anything other than more. I don't know, they still have some product to burn. So the dealers made 5,000 today. So that's 20% of the barn. So it just becomes a case of like, alright, do I want to wait the other like 4 or something days it would take for the rest of the money, then buy the barn and then essentially repeat the process again. Actually, I can't remember. What is this place again? It's like White Peak or something like this. But I'd be waiting that process again. Like I showed you the list before, right? When I shared the shared screens and showed you the leveling. I'd just be essentially repeating what you've just been seeing for the past 20 minutes or so. Just waiting on money to get those levels just to unlock the next thing, since there's nothing to do really in the meantime. So yeah, this is why I'm convinced this is probably going to be the last Schedule 1 stream for a while. I'll probably end up waiting for it to get like a massive amount of updates, and then try doing it co-op. Could be doing lots of things in the meantime. How come she makes like one random one that's gold and then another one that isn't? Don't understand that. Like, is this one set to like a different quality or something? It's weird. You know what? I'm actually going to take some of the other ones because she's overflowing. Without the NPC model, so it's even less lifeless. Okay, now they've got stuff to do. And let me guess, they're going to be complaining because they don't have any wages. I've heard you can break the Coke machines. And get some money out of them. I have no idea if they repair though. So let's see, what else was there? I don't think I've seen the docks yet, but I don't think you can get into the docks. At least not easily. I don't even think you're allowed to jump over the wall. Oh no, I can. The real question is can I? Okay, right, I can actually get out. It's a lot of crap here, what the hell? That's probably like tanking the game. Well, I mean, the game isn't actually like lagging in any way, but this is probably kind of bad. 2 loading bays. Just relatively large open space. Relatively. Although it might not be that good, but suppose you can just slap all your beds up here and call it a day. That's actually something they'd need to add, because it can fit like 10 beds per place, right? There should need to be like a station that manually does the wages for everything, so you can just top it up and do all of your wages in one go. But it's like these would be the last goals, would be buying the two buildings. But then at that point, I'm making so much product, probably selling so much product, that anything that comes out after is just a bit pointless. Because I mean, stuff's expensive, but it's not like too expensive. And if I was to start selling like or making 25,000 per day, I just end up with all the best stuff relatively quickly. And then if I do like, yeah, no, that's the car I want to get. You gotta get the Dodge Charger. But if I buy everything and own everything, and then still have like 100,000 left because I'm still playing, then yeah, as soon as something releases, I just buy it, and that's the end of it. And then I drive around, and it's like, oh, my 5 minutes of fun are over, and that's it. So yeah, I think I'll let one more day in-game day pass. I might go and gamble the 3,000 cash I've got on me in the casino. And then that'll be the end of it. I think you're sweating this stealing a bit early access too much. Well, as in complaining about it? I mean, I've complained about it a lot. It's mainly getting the point across. This is probably the last one. But then again, you're the sole viewer. Nah, I'm not stressing about it. I mainly just don't want things to be boring to view. Especially if it's 2 hours long of me running around in a circle. Yeah, the sole survivor, but you were also the only one who was alive in the first place. The closest that there is to interaction here is the bots who want to sell you like stream stuff. Do I have what does that even mean? What is that? It's an hour and a half till the casino opens. Yeah, but where does the lock come from? Oh my god, that gave me a heart attack. I didn't even realize I had that on. And the heart stopped for a minute. I thought I just like Giga crashed, and no, sticky keys warning appeared from pressing shift too much. Actually forgot that was a thing. "45 minutes until gambling is open." Let me gamble. Wait, it's not open yet though. She's just like, oh my god, she's the heart of the cards, man. The heart of the cards. Do I do a max bet on blackjack? Let's do a max bet on blackjack. That's absolutely terrible. Wait, did I lose? Oh, right, she treated it as a 1. No way. That's so cringe. Okay, right. Just rob me a 2,000. Let me in early just to rob me a 2,000. Actually, I'm kind of curious about something, because I've heard you can do this. Yo. Oh, I so nearly... So nearly messed that up. What about you? What have you got? 61? Thank you. She swindled me, like, real bad. That's crazy. This one's like, alright. It's like 50-50s. Has to be lower than a queen. Let's make it... There's no way it's going to be another diamond. It is another diamond. I've never won the inside and out part. Lower than a 9. Yep. Outside a spade. Wait, what? I don't understand. What does inside or out even mean? Alright, I want my money back. You. Give me... Yeah, get stuffed. Oh my god, and of course they got a tie. 18, I'll stand on 18. I'll stand on 20. A 9? Give me a 19? No. 15? 19? I'll stand. Oh, it's a push. It's 21. Oh wait, I think that, I mean, does the push just put the money into the next round? Because I got 2,500 for that one. Okay, so we got our money back and more. We're technically like over halfway now to the barn. And I'm willing to wager that they've probably got 1,600, 2,000, 5,000. Is that actually enough? Nah, I don't think that's enough. I'll take the money off them anyway. So now we're at 18,000. Take from Benji, wherever Benji's hiding. He's out dealing, but I'll just get him in the morning. My brother Benjamin. He brings the Benjamin. Has it been a week? Can I deposit? No, I can't. And then we just gotta go see Molly. Yeah, we do actually have enough. Can't buy it. The problem is, holy crap, there's a lot. We're nearly out of Viagra as well. I need to buy like twice as much Viagra as I do any other product. The problem is now I can't actually buy the barn because one of the things you're stun locked by is money laundering, which is true. This is a real thing, and there is ways around it by buying the other businesses that you can use to launder money. So like Taco Ticklers, for example, cost 50,000, but then you can probably use that to launder maybe 10,000 money per day. And again, this is another one of the things that's like, the moment you've like done all of these and have all of them, any other thing that gets added in the future becomes like very, very easy. Because you already have the means to do everything without much to really do. Yes, the first one is in fact a laundry station. I mean, it's Breaking Bad humor as well. Breaking Bad's humor was they started to launder their money and they done it by putting it in a washing machine or a tumble dryer to make it look more realistic, or to clean the money, actively clean the money. What was I gonna do? I needed to buy Viagra, but I also needed to check the plants. And she doesn't actually have anything at the moment. See, why is this still growing? All of it's still going, actually. Is she just not being paid or something? Yeah, she's not being paid. She's unhappy that she's not been paid. Get back to work. That. Like, they burn through it, but I suppose Viagra is like a double mix. Like, they consume twice as much Viagra as they do bananas. And that's when they're no longer working, they're done for the day. Actually, that's what I forgot to do. I need to do this. Because I'm the one responsible for this station. Still got stuff to process. You can't jar anything. They're not stacking anything either in a really annoying way. They're probably angry about wages. Either that or they don't have jar space. What quality of that is that? It's standard. That's probably why they're freaking out about it. He can't shift that because he can't put anything else in his place, and there's not enough of it to make a jar full. So that's probably like stunted the production, unironically. It's weird though, I've always told them to do it in batches of 10, so I don't know where a single ones came from. If I take that out, they're probably going to start functioning again. Yeah. Just go in here for now. Yeah, I think I'll, as soon as this day ends, I'll call the stream there. Anything? No. It looks like she's just about to finish, though. Or she's bugged out. Oh no, there she goes. It's really like space inefficient though. Because sometimes she has, I'm gonna take 20. I think that's probably why it botched. I may have given them an odd number when I brought over some from before. Yeah, like fiddling about with the quality might end up causing me problems. I suppose that means I then have to figure out the efficient pot to rack amount. Because it'll bottleneck really hard and then they don't need any wages for a while if they're not growing anything. But if they're not growing anything, things will just drastically slow down. So it might be like 3 pots to like 5 racks. Nah, because they thing it in batches of 20. It's just the fact that it takes so long for it to cook. But I suppose that's where those lights kick in. So it might even be less than that. Like, that type of experimenting is, like, it's cool. It's annoying, but it's cool. It's one of the things I like about this game is that there's you can at least, like, use your grey matter, at least, like, a tiny bit to find little interesting little details. Wonder if I can, like, skateboard jump onto that building. Now we're really going into the Tony Hawk's mentality. Nah, you don't get enough speed. There's no way in hell that I can do the turn. Nah, I don't think that's possible. There's no way you get enough speed. I can't do it on that side either because you'd get, like, I'm pretty sure you'll get thingied by these. They'll just stop you completely, yeah. It's kind of cringe. I wonder if you can just... There's the off-ramp. I wonder if you can just go on there anyway and then just jump off of it on another building. Or if they've, like, coded something in that no longer allows you to go up the off-ramp. No. It's impossible. That's a shame. There is a weirdness with the RV that I've yet to figure out, and I don't know if I want to waste the money figuring it out, is that you can order deliveries to the RV. But it has no loading bay. So I don't know where this stuff would go. In fact, I know what the last moments of the game's gonna be. I've got an idea. It's not 6 yet. I'll have to wait. Dealers don't have anything heavy on them, but and you can't do anything with this until either the money's laundered properly or so it is now 6 p.m. and the warehouse is now open. Actually, I want to store some stuff first. This is gonna be the grand finale. Sad part is why can't I buy in bulk? I kinda hope that the save doesn't bug, but I don't think it will. One more inventory slot to fill. Oh my god, wait. There's no like targeting thing. Alright. This is where the game ends. Okay, if I don't get cuffed immediately. That is not what I was expecting. Wait, they let me keep the gun. Jesus Christ, the aftermath of firing is like, it's so slow. Right, where's the rest of the coppers? Can you mug people? Whoa! Man, this thing is like, without like a targeting thing, this is absolutely like horrible to aim. I don't even know if I hit him there. Yeah, to be honest, melee weapons might even just be better because of just how horrific this is to try and aim. Like, is it center of this? In fact, let's test. If I aim at this is the center of my screen, the bullet goes. Is that the bullet? Or is that just the texture? I can't actually tell. Enjoy your sleep. This is most likely the point where stream ends. Let's see if I can sneak up behind the police officer. Try and dome him in the back of the head. Probably miss because I don't know how to aim in this game. Okay, they can just shoot through things. They don't even have a... They got their pinpoint police training. Wonder if I can just run into the warehouse. No, I can't. Yo! Teleportation? They could not do that. They could not keep up with that. Oh, right, I can... Ah, okay, that's nice. I can just, like... I can take up, like, a firing position and then just go to town on them. Oh, well. And this should be before I bought any of the guns anyway. Yeah. So I think that's most likely it. I'll see what the dealers have gotten, and then that'll be the end of Schedule 1. And they had nothing. Suppose I think dying probably reset them, I imagine. Right? They still have stuff on them. We've got enough for the barn, so maybe once some updates come out, I'll start streaming schedule again. I'll maybe even change the formula a bit. Maybe next time I will harass 2 other people to play. Or maybe more. I don't know how big the co-op can get. And we can each respectively run our turfs. Depending on, you know, how much has changed since then. Since, I don't want to, like, fully optimize the game, because then it just becomes... If I was to do any, like, co-op or anything like that later, I already know, like, yeah, we should do this, because this is the best method, yada yada yada. I'd like to at least have some novel mystery. So that's the last save, and yeah, that's the end of Schedule 1, at least for now. And then the review will probably come out whenever I can be bothered to make it and parse through like the 12 hours of footage, which is probably going to kill me. But alright, adios.